All right, good afternoon. I told you guys a while back I was going to start making some update videos on my garden, my out front garden, and got the rain gutter grow system going on. Um, so it's been a while. We got some new things, a lot of plants that grew a lot bigger than the last time you guys saw them. And I even have a question for any of you guys out there got more gardening experience than myself. There's something going on with these two plants over here I just recently, how do you say, replanted in there, transplanted. So anyway, check this out. Let's take a little walk through the garden real quick, okay? All right, here we go. This is some onions that were growing inside the refrigerator that we took. It was like a half an onion that was cut, and so we threw it in there. Yeah, I mean it's not doing really well, but it's not doing too bad. All right, a lot of stuff's going into seed. You see this? These are onion flowers. If you guys have never seen them before, this is what onion flowers looks like. They grow in these like little snowball looking things, and then they have a lot of seeds that come off, and they actually grow like that. Here's some of the strawberries. I've been eating these, you guys. We've been eating strawberries. I think there might be one. There's still one left on this one, but you can see we've ate those ones, and they've been really good, really sweet. uh Got this one, got one over there. I've been trying to learn how to do like they call compost teas, and spraying the foliar feeding the leaves, and then I was trying to learn about taking seaweed, because seaweed has so many minerals in it, and there's a tea that you can make with that. But I think when I added the seaweed to the mixture, it kind of overdid it and kind of fried my stuff a little bit. I had a little bit. It was too hot, I guess. See here, this leaves kind of browning up, I guess. So I had to really start watering them a lot more. Usually I wouldn't water as much, but I had to water more to kind of counteract it. Here, these are some of the tomato plants. You guys, look at these tomato plants. They're growing back. Look at these zucchinis. Now here's something I got to teach you guys, and if you don't know, or you may already know. But anyway, this plant had two male flowers on them, and they were kind of almost on their way out. But so I ripped them back, and this is the centerpiece here. You take that centerpiece when it has all its pollen on it, and now here's the difference between a male and a female. I'll show you. Here, guys. Now you see this here? Whoops, that fell off. It's all right. You see that stem, how it's just a skinny stem? Okay, that was a male flower. Now if you look, you see that stem there? How it looks like it's got a zucchini already on it? That's a female flower. Here goes another male falling off. Some people take these and they stuff them and eat them. Uh, this is a female flower. Now you see the inside of that female flower? I hope you guys can see inside there. You take this pollen from here, and you add it in there and you rub it on the inside of that. And that's going to turn that into a full-grown zucchini. Now that will take that pollen and it'll start to grow, and before you know it, I'll show you another update and there'll be a big zucchini there. And that's important, because if you don't pollinate it, if it doesn't get pollinated by a male flower, pollen, that right there will just fall off and die. It'll never turn into a zucchini. So there you go. There's a quick little learning something about gardening. All right, here's some of these. Look at these seeds, guys. These were inside these buckets from last year. I just used the same dirt from before and add some compost and remixed it up. And look at these seeds. Grew this tomato. There's a tomato there. There's another tomato there. That just looks like a weed. There's tomatoes all mixed in here. Look at this. There's a tomato here, 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 there. I'm hoping you guys can see all that. So those are those. We got some other. Look at these tomato plants. They're already trying to produce tomatoes, guys. Look, we got tomatoes. Yeah, that's a Roma tomatoes going on here, right? We got Romas going on over here. Look at all these tomato plants from last year trying to pop up. 1, 2, 3. Right. Matter of fact, oh, you guys did probably notice that. I'm not sure what this is. If it's a cucumber or a zucchini, or it might even be a pumpkin seed that started it from the compost that I threw in there. So we're gonna let that get a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna transplant it out and see what it ends up turning into, huh? Okay, now here, this was the early girl from last year, and she's still alive and growing. She's trying to start producing again. We got some tomatoes growing in, early girl tomatoes popping off. But like I said, I kind of screwed up. I'm still a learning gardener. I'm not a professional at this. I'm learning though as I go. It's kind of a hot mix. You see this, how the leaves are kind of crispy here? It's because I tried to hook it up with some good homemade, organic fertilizer setup, but still kind of overdid it. So I'm still learning the mixtures and how to do it the right way, and I'll try it again later, but had to set back and just let it come back. This should have been more live, guys, but last week it takes 2 days to see the results from a foliar feed. So you spray your leaves on the bottom and the top today, you're not going to see a change in your garden for 2 days. And in 2 days, then you're going to see what that foliar feed did, if it pops up, if the leaves get greener or darker or lighter, or if it gets burnt up or what. That's the differences. That's what you'll see within 2 days. And if you start figuring out the right way of doing it, then you just go in that same, every couple of days, give you a nice good foliar feed, and you're going to get a whole different kind of garden going. But look at this, we got some Romas growing over here too. I mean, it's really early in the year, so this is great for us. Now here we got this is a bell pepper plant. Now I live in a neighborhood, and there was kids here, and they came and they picked off the little bell peppers. See, there used to be bell peppers that were growing on here, and kids came picked them off. So hey, that happens. But look at this, we got tomatoes growing in here, guys. Tomatoes, and I believe these tomatoes that are growing in here, because I never changed this soil at all, I just threw amendments on top. These ones are what are they called, the little tiny tomatoes? Cherry tomatoes from last year. Whenever the cherry tomatoes would go bad or wouldn't be able to eat them, I just tossed them in this bucket. I remember. So I believe these are cherry tomatoes popping up. That'd be cool, because I didn't buy any of those cherry tomatoes this year. Now there's the lattice, and it's got a little bit of stuff working into its way, and I'm hoping that as time goes on, this is going to start to get more and more stuff going into it. Oh yeah, we got some onions down here in pots still. See these onions here? These onions started from seeds falling from a seed plant. That when these went to seed last time, they dropped seeds, came down here, and now we got these babies that grew, right? So but yeah, what we got here? Okay, now bam, you guys, I told you I was gonna make another trellis setup and a whole nother rain gutter grow setup, and I kind of showed you guys that in a video before when I talked about the bird feeder here. But check it out. We transplanted some plants in here recently. These ones are actually not transplants. These grew from, I put all the soil and the compost in this bucket while I was mixing them up, and I left this one full. And guess what? Bam! We got tomatoes growing from seed. Nice ones. Look at this one. He's really healthy. I like that one. Then we got a cucumber. I was trying to grow some cucumbers, but whatever it was kept stealing or eating my seeds before they could ever grow. So I bought this transplant through in here. It's starting to come to life. Haven't put nothing in here yet because I have so much other stuff out later I'm going to probably transplant in here. These are Brandywine Reds. These are indeterminate, so it'll grow all year. Same with this, so these will probably end up growing in. I might change these over to the other side, just have a whole tomato rain gutter grow system on that side, and then grow some stuff over here. I'm not sure, but as of now, they're growing in here fine. I just transplanted them 2 days ago. Here's my question I mentioned earlier I was going to ask you guys. You see this leaves it's like a drying out going on over here, and over here too, it's really, really noticeable. I'm not sure if you guys can see that well or not. I haven't ever had that problem before on anything that I've grown, so I might just be from transplanting. I'm thinking maybe it's just maybe they're getting cooked from the sun, but I don't know if it's what it is. If you look down here, you can see some of those egg shells that I grind up and I cook and I add to it for the calcium. And you can also, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but you can see these coffee grounds. These are coffee grounds. So I try, organically, I try to grow organic. Here's another plant that grew up on its own. A tomato plant from seed. You can see shells from this is a bunch of shells there. Now here, this is purslane. A lot of you guys never seen this. This grows in your yard. It grows on your sidewalk. You think it's a weed? This is very good for you. Look it up. It's very good for you. And we got some really good stuff. This is just trying to take up space for now. Got some onions. You can tell we've been cutting them, eating them in tacos and things like that. But we got a lot of stuff going to seed. Now here's my dad's setup. Remember I showed you guys this too. This is the earth bucket, homemade earth bucket system. And it's going good. I just transplanted this plant in there a couple days. He's barely coming out of shock. So I haven't really. The dirt was so wet. I haven't even added water yet, you guys, because I had the water, the dirt inside so well watered. I didn't even need to water it yet. I'm gonna let it kind of dry out a little bit before I add some water. But then when I fill this up with water, this will move up and it'll float and it'll stay around green, and I'll know it has enough water. It's full. And if it doesn't, then there's a water hole. Let's get inside. Right there. You see the water hole? You see, there's still water in there. If it's full to that point, it'll drip out, and then that way you know it's full inside also. So, but anyway, guys, that's a quick little recap and an update on what we got going on over here. So if you guys got any questions or any answers to my questions as far as what this is with this browning, I guess, of the leaves, you could say, let me know. Anything else, any recommendations or anything, man, I'm totally open to suggestions or comments. So get a hold of me, let me know what's going on, and if I can help you, I will, or if you could help me, I appreciate it. All right. Well, anyway, God bless, and you guys have a great day. Hair looking all crazy. Later.